Hello, my style squad. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my mug. You guys have been requesting for quite a few videos now that I do an updated makeup routine, so I thought I would show you my makeup that I've been doing, which I don't think has changed a lot, but I'm going to show you the makeup that I've been doing as of late, and then also incorporate it with a little spring outfit of the day, because why not? We're in the middle of spring. I'm feeling the spring vibes. And this is a fashion channel, so let's dive into some outfits. Because this is a more chill video, I encourage you, grab a coffee. I know I will be sipping on mine. And we're just gonna get ready together. I'm gonna put on these little cat ears that I picked up ages ago. You guys know I always do this when I'm doing my makeup. They're so cute. It was such a joke that I picked up with a girlfriend when we had too much wine and wandered into Forever 21 one day. But I feel them, I like it. Now, just to preface, I have already put on moisturizer and SPF on my skin. Gone to LA recently. My skin just did not cooperate with like the plane and everything else and just broke out when I got back. I've had a facial since I've been back already, but of course that also brings things to the surface of your skin. So just roll with me that my skin's not really doing its thing at the moment. To start for primer, I'm actually currently finishing up a tester of a primer that I've gotten before, but it just came in a Sephora order. It was the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. Foundation at the moment, I am currently using the By Terry D'Ancelis. This is the Wrinkle Control Serum Foundation. Now this is a bougie foundation. In Canadian, it is $140, which I know is insane for a foundation, but this is one of the few that really doesn't crease. I love the formula of this foundation. I'm completely obsessed with it. Normally, I only buy it once a year around Christmas. You guys saw me pick it up in Vlogmas, but I picked it up again. I just really like it. I am color number 2 in Cream Ivory. It is a very fair, warmer undertone-based foundation, and we are just going to press this all into the skin. The thing I really love about this foundation is it is buildable coverage, especially for me. Like, I've got a lot of scarring on the top of my face, like along my face, but for sure here, like there's a ton of sun damage. So I like that I can build my foundation coverage for this and not have it look crazy cakey. So I'm dying. Did you guys see Tati's video where she was doing, was it this, not the Silla sponge. It was like a sponge that's infused with silicone. I can't remember what it is. Super sponge? I can't remember. Anyway, I ordered one after watching her video. I am so excited to see the difference in how it absorbs product. I'm sure a lot of people are going to go nuts reviewing that thing now because she had, but I'm really genuinely excited to try it. Every time I put like foundation on, I'm like, all right, you are Casper the Friendly Ghost. Okay, next up we are going in with the Too Faced Conceal, what is it called? No, Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is in the color Swan. I'm gonna pop this on underneath my eyes, and I'm also going to put a little bit just over top of the melasma that I've got there. And a few of my new friends that have decided to join my face. I like to put it over top of my lid because I also use it as my eyeshadow primer and base just to cancel out the coloring on my lid. All right, now once I have my foundation and concealer set, I personally like to go in and do the rest of my face before I tackle my eyes. Now you can obviously do whatever order that you prefer. This is just what feels good to me. I have been really loving the Smashbox bronzer sticks, or their contour sticks. So what I'm gonna do is just take this pencil, what's left of it, and I'm just going to trace around on my cheekbone. I just do this like arc, if you will, around my face. And then I put an extra 2 little lines above the arc of my brow, just because I'm gonna have a little bit more bronzing in this area. You kind of always want it to be where the sun naturally kisses your face. Start pressing that into the skin, just to give me a little bit of coloring. I find foundation can easily wash you out, and especially if you're fair like I am, it can really just make you look flat. Like I feel, although I look ridiculous, I look flat right now. And I like using these because it's more of that cream-based product. So for mature skin as well, and for dry, I find this super helpful. I just find cream products to be a little bit more natural. They don't sit on the skin quite the same way. So this is just something that I have really been enjoying for my makeup. Next thing I'm going to be using is the Makeup Forever Cream Blush. This is our second skin cream blush in the color number 410, which is super pretty. This is a really nice coral, like warm undertone, which I love. I always recommend getting colors to mimic and harmonize with your undertone. I do have a warm undertone despite the fact that I am so fair. So I always like to pick out warm colors that resonate with me. If you have a cool undertone, then I highly suggest getting things that are a little bit more pinky based or a little bit more blue based to your makeup. I'm just gonna press this lightly into the apples of my cheek, and then I work it back a bit. Now I know there's some people that don't really like blush, so obviously you can skip this step, but I love a good blush moment. And then once that's on, again, I know this may seem backwards to some of you, this is just how I've been honestly been rolling with my makeup. I go to put on a little bit of liquid highlight. So I've been using the Cover FX Moonlight highlight. This is the Custom Enhancer Drops. Is that how you say it? Custom Enhancer Drops, yes. It is so beautiful. So what I've been doing, because these are incredibly pigmented, is I've just been taking the dropper and putting it along my face like so. And I'll take my beauty blender and I just lightly pat it in. Look how blinding that is. Ooh! But I'll lightly like press it into the skin with the beauty blender to diffuse it out a little bit more. To me, just works so much better. And for most part, because I don't necessarily set a lot of my cream-based products anymore, just because my skin is dry. If you have oily skin, definitely set it. I find this actually sits and stays on my skin really well for the day. For the palette today, what I'm going to be using is the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You guys know I love this palette. The first color I'm gonna go in is with the color Orange Soda, and I'm using a big fluffy brush from Sigma that the name or number has rubbed off. I believe it's the E40 if I'm not mistaken. Now I have hooded eyes, so I know those of you out there that have hooded eyes as well will feel me with this. It's hard to watch makeup tutorial with people that don't have hooded eyes because they have this huge crease to put it in. And my crease is there, but it's like, oh, there it is when I lift the skin fold. So for me, when I'm talking about the crease, I'm talking more about the eye socket itself. That is where I'm going to put my crease color. If you have an actual eyelid crease that you can see because you have big, beautiful lids, then all the power to you. But for me, I kind of put it in the eye socket, so it's kind of coming up above the eye a little bit as well, just to make my eyes look a little bit larger than what they are. I'm gonna take this first color, and I'm gonna start on the outer corner because this is where you have the most product on the brush. And I'm just going to start by smoothing it from the outside and in, and then you just kind of continue in a windshield wiper motion just to like blend the product out. But when I'm doing it, I like to pull it out towards the outer corner of the eye, just because if I follow the eyeshadow down, it'll make my eye look like it's drooping, and I want to give it the effect that it's coming outward a bit more. You can see that the color's sort of sweeping over the lid here. So again, it's just going to help brighten up my eye a little bit and make it look like I've got more eyelid space than I do. For the next color, I'm going to actually mix the two. I always mix burnt orange and sienna together, so I just take a little dab of each because it is a really pigmented formula. So you don't need to like dig your brush in or anything. And what I like to do is start on the outer corner and just press it from the eyelid out to the eye socket area, leading towards the outer corner of my brow, if you guys can see that. And then what I like to do from there is just start working it into that eye socket area just to blend that color out. And again, there's no rush, just work in the product best you can. So you can start to see how that color is really defined and kind of deepened my eye a little bit, or like define the eye a little bit more. So this is, whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. This is how I do it for hooded eyes. This is what I have found has worked for me. What I'm gonna do is actually dip into Cypress Umber up here in the corner, as well as Mulberry. And I'm putting it on this really small flat brush. This is from Sigma, it's called their Shader Crease. And what I'm gonna do from there is actually put it in the same spot that I laid the other product flat, and make that little line, and then just blend it lightly into the crease. So again, it's just gonna further define that area. And of course, you can deepen this as much as you want. I just like to have a little definition. Like, I love the way that that just gives me a little bit more definition on the eye. For me, it makes such a difference because I don't have much eyelid space. And then using just a really small pencil brush, I'm gonna go into the color Burnt Orange. And what I like to do is just put a little bit of eyeshadow under the eye. I've said this before if you guys have watched my Getting Ready With Me videos, but for me, eye makeup just doesn't look finished unless you've connected a little bit of shadow underneath. I just like to connect it all the way around. It doesn't have to be a lot. But I like to connect it to the end of what I've done just to kind of round out the eye a little bit. Now, something that I used to struggle with that I know a lot of women struggle with as well is getting color under their eye. Like a lot of women will put eyeliner under there and then they find that it kind of smudges during the day down the rest of their face. I also used to struggle with the same thing if I were using like an actual eyeliner or something creamy based. So what I have done, well, number one, I mean, you can set your eyeliner if you want, but what I've done is just go into the palette, and again, I'll take these two colors, the Cypress Umber and Mulberry, and I'll put it on a nice flat angle brush to really like get precise like application, but I will just lay it under my lash line and use that as eyeliner instead. To me, it looks a little bit more natural, and then the bonus is that it's not going to smudge and droop all over the place during the day. And last but not least, I like to go in with a packer brush. Now, if you don't have one, you cannot just use your finger, but I like to go in and put it into Fairy, this like really nice shimmery glittery color, and also dunk it once into Rose Pink. And then I will just pack it on top of the lid where no eyeshadow has touched yet, just to give a little something something. Next step for me is the L'Oreal Voluminous Base Primer. This has been my ride or die. I'm so boring. Like, honestly, this is why I did a makeup clutter before, because I love products, but I always, like, I love trying products, but I always end up going back to the same things over and over again. I'm gonna throw in some mascara. I just put on its matching partner. The Voluminous Mascara in Blackest Black is what I use. For mascara, I always recommend putting on 2 coats if you're just putting on mascara. Again, to me, it just makes such a difference. Now, just because they're looking a little sparse, I'm just going to add a little bit of eyebrow pencil to my brows. Now, I microblade my brows, so most often, or more often than not, I actually don't do anything with them. But I'm at the point where I'm needing a touch-up. I'm just going to fill in some of the spots where it's starting to look a little faded from the microblading. The final step that I like to do, and like I said, I don't set my foundation, which I know sounds strange, but I will go over the cream blush once more just to brighten it a little bit. I never go too dark with my cream blush just because I don't know how it'll look once I've got my eye makeup on and I don't want it to be too dark. So I'm just going to lightly tap over my initial blush with the Too Faced Love Hangover blush. And then for the final step, what I'm going to be doing is putting on the lipstick by Too Faced. This is the color Taffy. I don't know that they sell these ones anymore, but I really like it. And I go in with the NYX Butter Gloss. This is in the color Creme Brulee, and I always put this on top just because I have textured lips, so I definitely need some gloss over top. For finishing spray, I'm using the Scandinavia Bridal Mist Setting Spray. It's super fine. The technology in it really sets your makeup beautifully and helps it last forever. I love this stuff. I've been using it for years. I'm gonna take this out. Now I need to fix my hair because it's looking a little bit of a mess. But now that the makeup is done, let's go pick out a spring outfit. Okay, so here is my outfit of the day. I was feeling a lot of color, but when aren't I? So today I am wearing these really fun earrings that I picked up from Aldo. I believe it was last spring, so I know these won't be available, but I'll see if I can find some dupes for you guys. I just love that they've got all this fabulous color in it. It's so whimsical and playful. So I'm rocking that. My hair is kind of half up, half down. I'm wearing a jean jacket that was just from Zara. They're actually really comfortable. Like, gotta hand it to Zara, they're really comfortable. I'm also wearing a lightweight sweater. This is also from Zara. I loved the mint color of it. It's in my color palette, which really resonated with me. But it's just such a, like, oh, like how can you not smile when looking at this color? It's so much fun. And this color is also up in the earring, which I thought was kind of cute. I am wearing, actually this whole like look is very fast fashion oriented, unintentionally, but here we go. The pants that I'm wearing are also from Zara. Now this one I had actually picked up, oh, I think it was last spring if I'm not mistaken. It's a super high-waisted pant that actually comes with a pink belt, but I didn't want to wear it today. But I love the really nice splash of color. I wanted a little bit of color blocking. Like I said, I was feeling the color today. And what kind of tied it all in, aside from the earrings, were these great shoes that I've had from Aldo. Again, these are not new. These are from a few seasons ago. But I really love them. It's got the mint color in there, a splash of blue, it's got some pink, and of course this like lovely kind of neon citrus chartreuse color almost as well, which I really love. So ton of color happening, but I'm feeling it. it was just what I was vibing with today. I was actually playing between these earrings and like this jelly bean necklace that I've had from J. Crew for quite some time that I really enjoy. But yeah, earrings won. And I am feeling it. This is my spring look for the day. So I realize this might be too bright for some people, but you guys know I'm a girl who loves her color, feeling the spring vibes, so we're just rolling with it. Anyway, my angels, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If any of you are looking to learn how to dress your body type, my online class on how to find and style your body type is linked down below. It's 3 hours of content. You get a detailed workbook outlining things you should buy for your shape and how to style it in depth as well. I'll leave all that information down below in case any of you want to check it out. Other than that, my angels, I love you to the moon and back, and I'll see you again very soon. Mwah. Bye, guys.